I'm at the Graduate Hotel in Providence for the Democratic Party Watch Party, and I'm joined now by Congressman Seth Magaziner, who just won a second term. Congratulations, Congressman, on your victory. Boy, you have to run every 2 years. Did this one feel different than the last one, and if so, how?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to have a record in Congress to run on. So although I've been in the minority, as Democrats have been in the minority the last 2 years, we've still been able to deliver millions of dollars of funding to Rhode Island for everything from replacing the Washington Bridge to supporting local police departments in Cranston and Johnston and Warwick. So it was different because this time around I could talk about things that we have actually delivered.
You could point to things.
Yeah, exactly, and that was very helpful. And local things, you know, funding for waterfront development in East Greenwich and the Peacedale Library in South Kingstown and new canine police vehicles in Cranston. So that was certainly different. And then just getting to run with a great team. You know, last time I was at the top of the ballot because there were no U.S. Senate races. This time I was able to run with Sheldon Whitehouse, Gabe Amo, Kamala Harris at the top of the ticket, and a full Democratic team, which was great as well.
Well, look, you brought it up in terms of you're in the minority party right now. I'm sure you want it to be Speaker Jeffries and not Minority Leader Jeffries for sure. But first of all, how confident are you that that's going to happen? And more importantly, when are we going to know?
Yeah. Well, the night is still young, but so far it's looking good for House Democrats. So, you know, there are competitive House races. There's one in New Jersey that people didn't think we were going to be able to pick up. That's looking pretty good. One in Nebraska that it looks like we're going to pick up. And these are just very early results from some of the states that count their votes the fastest. So far, I would rather be us than them in terms of Democrats winning back the House. But we may not know for a week at least because there are several competitive races in California where they count their votes very slowly, so it could very well be several days before we know for sure. But I think it's very important that Democrats win back the House because, you know, hopefully Kamala Harris wins, and that's, you know, my candidate. We need Hakeem Jeffries to be Speaker to ensure that those results would be upheld. And if Donald Trump wins the presidency, then we're definitely going to need a Democratic House to put a check on his ability to enact a agenda that I think is what Rhode Islanders don't want.
Well, you know, even that we're talking about this, Congressman, it just reinforces how razor thin everything is and how divided the country is. We're talking about who's going to control the House, who's going to control the Senate, who's going to control the White House. So with this divided country and the priorities that you have, how are you going to navigate that politically, maybe if you're not in power or if Donald Trump is in the White House?
One of the things that I'm really proud of for my first term in Congress is that I was able to work across party lines with Republicans on legislation. So I worked on a bill, believe it or not, with J.D. Vance, the Republican nominee for vice president, on a bill on student loans. I have a bipartisan bill on funding for career and technical educations at high schools. So, you know, I have been able to find ways to work with people who are on the other party who I may not agree with on everything, but we're able to find common ground on certain issues, and I think that's what the American people expect of us. You know, I clearly, being a Democrat, want Kamala Harris to win, but if she doesn't, I will work with any administration if it is in the best interest of Rhode Islanders. But also, no matter which administration we have, I will make sure to fight for Rhode Island values, including fighting for freedoms, fighting for democracy, fighting for reproductive choice, and all the rest.
All right, Congressman Seth Magaziner, again, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you so much.
All right, in Providence, Tim White, 12 News.